Yes, hi, this is Muzammil Hussain, and I'm presenting here special education. And today we have the most important topic about the special education, the types and categories of disabilities. So, this is the first part of the video, and we will talk about from 1 to 7. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel also. And if you will have any question, you can ask me in the comment section below. So, let's move on without wasting any time. So, uh, these disabilities are from the Act, Educational Act, Individuals with Disabilities Educational Act, and we are getting all the characteristics and explanation from the idea. So first of all, we have here autism, ASD. It is autism spectrum disorder, and we will talk about all the characteristics it has. So first of all, it is a developmental disability. Keep in mind this is a developmental disability and affecting verbal and non-verbal communication and social interaction. So if a person has autism, so he will have a difficulty in making verbal and non-verbal communication and relationship with peers and relatives. So this is a major difficulty a person has with autism. And the next thing is here, after 3 age, you can diagnose the disease. Before 3, you are not able to diagnose this disease, even a person has autism or not. And the next thing is here, this is the one of the characteristics of autism, is repetitive activities. So he will do one thing again and again, like if he's turning the pages of a notebook, and he will turn the pages for 1 hour or 2 hour or all the time. Or if he is sharpening the pencil, so he will sharpen the pencil until it ends. So he will do one thing again and again. This is one of the major characteristics of autism. And the next point is here is stereotype movement. He will have strange and different and specified movement, not like a typical and normal person. And the last point is here is resistance to environmental change or daily routine. So he will resist to change just like that. If he is sitting on a specific chair of a specific color and characteristics, he will not sit on another chair except that chair. So he will not. You can say that will be able to accept any other thing he is not using for. So he will resist to change. So these are the major characteristics of autism or autism spectrum disorder. And the next we have deaf blindness. If a person has hearing impairment as well as visual impairment, or it could be deafness or complete blindness, so the person, it will be called deaf blindness. This disability will be called deaf blindness, and it will cause hindrance in educational procedure. This is the second disability we have in Individuals with Disabilities Educational Act. At the third, we have deafness. The second one was deaf blindness, and this is deafness. So here we have the definition of this disability: a hearing impairment so severe. This is the main point. So severe that a child is impaired in processing linguistic information through hearing with or without amplification. So this is a major definition, and main idea is in these three lines. So a person has severe hearing impairment, or if he is using some kind of aids or amplification voice aids, but he is not able to understand the linguistic information. Either someone is speaking before him, but he is not able to listen that, so it will be considered as a deaf person, and this disability will be called deafness. And at the fourth number, we have the developmental delay. So this is very, you can say that, interesting and easy to understand. This is so obvious. disability in our society. Developmental delay is defined as the delay in the development of following areas. So we will discuss the further areas about the developmental delay. So these are the five areas of development. As in the last video, I have talked about the child development. If you haven't seen that video, you can check in my list of the videos here. So first of all, he will have delay in physical development, or like just development of their hands, body parts, and other things. Cognitive development, intellectual functioning. You can add this thing is here. Cognitive development, the functioning of brain. Third point is here, communication. And fourth point, social or emotional development. And at the last, adaptive development or behavioral development. These are the 5 points of development. If a child or a person has some kind of delay in these 5 or one of these 5 types, it will be called a developmental delay, and it is considered as the disability of that specific person. And at the very next, we have the emotional disturbance, and you can call this thing here serious emotional disability, SED, or behavioral disability. Also sometimes it is called by behavioral disability, serious behavioral disability, or behavioral disturbance, or emotional and behavior disturbance. So we have here a condition exhibiting one or more of the following characteristic over a long time period. So we will discuss the characteristics of you can say that the emotional disturbed person, or a person with serious emotional disability. These are the characteristics: an inability to build a relationship, with peers, relatives, or the person working with him or her. The second point is here is inappropriate behavior. He will not, or she will not have the appropriate behavior with the specific person and guys. Third point is here a general mood of unhappiness or depression. So he will feel unhappy all the time, all the day, without any reason, or depressed without any kind of issue or problem or any systematic condition. So a person has these 3 major characteristics, he will be considered as the serious emotional disabled guy, or emotionally disturbed person. So at the very next, we have here hearing impairment. So we will talk about here the hearing impairment. An impairment in hearing, whether permanent or fluctuating, that adversely affect a child's educational performance, but not included under the definition of deafness. Here we can talk hearing impaired, that the person who has some kind of ability to hear, not fully deaf person. So some kind of impairment he has, but he is not completely deaf, or he can listen or hear a little bit, or he can use different hearing aids to amplify the sounds, and he can the different kind of devices can assist him. So in this category, the person will not be completely deaf. Okay, so this category is called hearing impairment, having a little capacity and ability to hear something with different kind of devices. And in the last this video, we have the 7th one. It's intellectual disability. In former terms, it is also called by mental retardation, MR, but here intellectual disability, ID. So we have the definition: significantly sub-average general intellectual functioning existing at the same time with deficit in adaptive behavior and manifested during the developmental period. So this is a sub-average general intellectual functioning. Mean to say that it's intellectual. You can say that the function of intellectual level is not working well. Below, you can say that the IQ level is just below the 70. It will be called intellectually disabled person. Or also the next thing is here is he will not be able to be adaptive in the society. He's not able to learn all the things in the society to move on like past experiences. He will face some kind of difficulty in moving in a society, in living in a society. Or and also you can say that this is an intellectual disability ID. In the short, you can say that a disability with low IQ levels and sub-intellectual functioning, making a difficulty with adaptation with the society, is called intellectual disability. So these are the first seven types in the first part of the video. If you have any kind of question, you can ask me in the comment section below, and I'm preparing my second part of this video, and soon it will be uploaded on my channel. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and also do subscribe my channel for my motivation. And again, if you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section below. And thanks for watching my video. Bye bye.